Hello. See if I can get my beautiful face on here quick. Yeah. We are doing a live draft, two actually at the same time. I made a mistake and scheduled two, and the landscapers are here, so that should be a whole lot of fun. I turned the gain all the way down. Hopefully, you can hear me and not them. But we have pick number one the uh, in the little window from my phone over here. Um, and we have pick number 8 in the Chrome window. And I'm going to go ahead and get my face off of here so that you can see all of this. And yeah, we're going to get started. So, clearly, with the number one pick, I'm going to take Christian McCaffrey. I don't love the number one pick, but McCaffrey's the clear number one, so here we go. We'll draft him. I have pick number 8. Yeah, so I pick 8 on the one on my phone and pick number 1 on the one on the desktop. We're going to have two completely different strategies here. But we'll see where it takes us. I was hoping Amon-Ra St. Brown would fall to me, but he didn't. So, let's see who does. If Chase does, I'm going to pick him up. Otherwise, I think Justin Jefferson is probably pretty clear next pick. But yeah, we'll see. Looks like the landscapers have left. So, or sounds like. Apologies, I'm going to mute it for a sec. And we did take Justin Jefferson there in the draft. That's on the phone window. So we've got a running back in one, we've got a receiver in the other, and we'll just see what falls to us. I'd like to get another running back in the one on my phone with my next pick, but it all depends on who's available. I don't really want to draft anyone who's hurt right now. I kind of, as a rule, try not to do that, but sometimes there's not really a lot of choice. So, and it looks like we're coming up. So I'm thinking we're gonna do Derrick Henry or Saquon Barkley here. Derrick Henry is a little high. I think we might be able to wait for Achane because in these drafts, Achane has not been going super high. I doubt that he'll come back around to us, but we'll see. We'll give it a shot. I guess if Jonathan Taylor falls, we're going to grab him. Okay, and he did not, so we'll go with Saquon. All right, and we got 2 picks in a row coming up on the one on the desktop. So yeah, this was totally accidental. I didn't realize that I had registered for 2 drafts until this morning, basically. So that's where we are. I wasn't even going to bother to live stream these, but figured I'm doing it anyway, so I may as well just stream it. So, what the heck? Drinking a abominable winter ale from Hopworks, which this is really old, so we'll see how it tastes. But you can't see that anyway. Looks like we've got 4 more picks, 3 more picks, and then 10 more picks on the other one. Oh, that's moving fast. So we're going to have a choice of running backs here. Kyren Williams was amazing last year, but he also did seem to get banged up quite a bit. Either way, though, we get 2 picks. We already have a running back. I think we'll go ahead and go with a receiver here. Maybe 2 receivers. I don't know. I kind of like Travis Etienne. But that Jacksonville offense is kind of suspect in my opinion. But we'll see. All right. So I don't see Achane on here anywhere. We'll go ahead and pick Marvin Harrison Jr. He's got some fraud stuff going on right now, but I don't know that that'll have any effect. Oh, Achane is here. We'll go ahead and pick Devon Achane. He had some injury questions last year, but when he was on the field, wow, holy cow. I think if he hadn't been there, I probably would have gone with Mike Evans. Just he's a guy that, I don't know, no matter who's throwing the ball, he just seems to catch it. So on the other one here, so Achane did not fall. I always like to look at both ADP and the composite expert rankings, which I cannot seem to click on that. Devontae Adams, I don't want any part of here. What pick is this? 28th? So this is our 3rd pick. I don't love the choices. But we'll go with Josh Jacobs. I think he could do really well at Green Bay. So, apologies, I was kind of unprepared for this. But, like I said, I'm doing it anyway, so I figured I'd record it. All right, we're up in 2 picks here. On the one where we had pick 8. I actually think I'm going to go quarterback here. I could go tight end, take Travis Kelce, but I think that we'll have comparable tight ends available later. Sam Laporta. That's intriguing, but I think getting one of the top quarterbacks could be important. But let's see. And then which one? I really think Hurts and Mahomes are a coin flip. I love the Chiefs. I also love the Eagles. We'll go with Jalen Hurts. I don't think I've picked him in any leagues yet. I don't always take a quarterback that high. I don't necessarily like to, but with that number 8 pick, I don't know. I think a lot of the running backs and receivers are pretty similar from here on out. All right, we're going to turn the gain up a little here now that the landscapers are gone. Hopefully this is still recording. Yeah, it looks like it is. All right. So we got 14 picks on one to go, and we got 7 picks on the other. I think we need to go with receiver and either quarterback or tight end. I don't see... That's on the one where I hit the first pick. I don't really see any tight ends that I want to pick this high. So I think we're going to go receiver and quarterback probably. But Josh Jacobs will be hard to skip. I like DJ Moore a lot. He catches passes no matter who's throwing the ball to him. Nico Collins had a great year last year. I think he'll have another one. Jalen Waddle I love. A little concerned about injuries. Michael Pittman catches passes no matter who's thrown to him. DJ Moore's had 10 quarterbacks throw him the ball, 10 starters, and Pittman has had 7 in their careers, and they still put up solid numbers pretty much every year. We also got Joe Mixon coming up. We're going to have the 40th and 41st pick. It looks like we're going to run up against each other here. So I already got a quarterback here. 47th pick. Okay, so it's our turn here. I think we need to go with receivers in both of these. I did say that I like DJ Moore quite a bit, so we're going to pick him. And then we're going to pick Joe Mixon. I think he'll do well at Houston. And on this one, this is definitely a little bit of a reach, but I like George Kittle, and I want to make sure I have him on one of my teams. So he's one of my favorite football players. Clearly I root for the Chiefs, but when I'm not rooting for the Chiefs, I'll root for the Eagles or the Niners. If the Eagles and Niners play each other, I'll just... That will all depend on how I feel. I think we need to go with the receiver over in this league, though. If Stephon Diggs is still there, I think we're going to take him. If not, I might reach for Malik Neighbors. I think he's going to have a great year. I already have a quarterback, and I don't trust Richardson to stay healthy. So I'm going to avoid a quarterback on the one on my phone. Oh wait, I already got a quarterback on that one. See, that's the thing about doing two at once. Yeah, I need a receiver here for sure. So we're going to do Diggs if he's there, and he is. A lot of people think Diggs is falling off a bit. I don't really think so. I think Stephon Diggs is still a fantastic wide receiver. And I didn't really hesitate picking him up there. Honestly, I think he'll probably be the number one receiver in Houston. I mean, he's got a lot of competition from Nico Collins, but Stephon Diggs has done it year in, year out. So yeah. All right, so we're gonna have pick 60 over there, and we're gonna have pick 68 on this one. We still need a flex. I really like Malik Neighbors. Like Michael Pittman, as I said, I almost picked him last time. Do need a quarterback, but I think I might be able to wait. Now, I did say how I don't like Anthony Richardson, but maybe we'll take a shot on him. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's see. I wanna. It says Mark Andrews is questionable. So if they're there, I'm going to go Andrews and Richardson on the one on the desktop. I'm not even going to really think about the one on the phone quite yet. Well, I better think about them both, huh? I think that on the one on my phone, it's going to be Pickens or Neighbors. I think Pickens could have a really good year this year. I think he's pretty highly underrated. He's actually going to have a quarterback, possibly two quarterbacks, throwing the ball to him. A lot of people don't like Justin Fields, but I'm not one of those. I think Justin Fields was in a bad situation in Chicago, which kind of makes me worried about Caleb Matthews. Okay, so if he's there, we're going Pickens. 2 picks, so Neighbors or Pickens. If they both go, I'm thinking, I don't know. Zay Flowers, I like him, but I don't know how much. Let's hope we get Neighbors or Pickens and don't really have to think about it. All right, so we've got tight end got taken in this one over here on the desktop. Okay, so we got Pickens in that one, and we'll go ahead and do a Pickens twofer. We still need a quarterback over here, but I'm kind of a best player available kind of guy, and I think Malik Neighbors is next best player available. Um, we have three running backs. I think they're all pretty solid running backs, four wide receivers. I think that's a pretty good spot to be in. Now over here on the phone, we're going to start picking bench players. I like Mostert, but I just don't trust that he's going to stay healthy. So I don't love my picks here. Miami scares me. I don't think Mostert's going to have the year he had last year. He is quite a bit older now. But you know what? I've sold Mostert short pretty much the entire time I've been playing fantasy, so let's pick him. If you've watched anything I've recorded before, you know that I think that the draft can be overrated sometimes. Draft's important, but I think leagues are won and lost on the waiver wire. I'm a firm believer in reaching in the draft. I mean, pick the players you like, and if you don't think they're going to come back around to you, don't wait. Just grab them. So on the one on the desktop, I think we still have time on a tight end. I'm comfortable streaming tight ends. I'm actually comfortable streaming quarterbacks, but unless there's someone that it will be hard to pass on, I'm going to take a quarterback, and I think it's going to probably be Jordan Love. There's an argument to be made for Dak Prescott, but he's a Dallas Cowboy, and I'm not a Cowboys fan. So, sorry to all you Cowboys fans. Not sorry, I guess. What else we got coming up? Tony Pollard. Might be good to get another running back in here. Got a lot of receivers that I think are all pretty even with each other. Evan Ingram is coming up, and Jake Ferguson on the tight end. Maybe we'll grab one of those guys. Or maybe we can wait. I don't know. I kind of like Xavier Worthy. He looks like he's been having a pretty good preseason. But, preseason, you got to take that with a grain of salt. It's preseason. None of those are real. Oh, we got Zach Moss here. But he's going to get a run from Chase Brown. Maybe I'll take them both and handcuff them. I don't know. It's probably a little early for... Yeah, I think it's a little early for them. All right, so we're up in 3 picks here. I just don't really love the choices here, so I might start reaching. All right, so we're going to have pick 88 over here. I don't love these receivers. They're coming up. So I'm going Moss. And then on this one, we're going with Jordan Love if he's there. If he's not, I'm going to have to go with Dak Prescott. I don't like either of those choices, but I don't really want to wait on Brock Purdy. I think Brock Purdy's a risk. You know, there's the whole game manager thing. I think he's much better than that. But how good he is in fantasy, I don't know. And looks like we're going to have 2 picks at the same time. And I was hoping to do Chase as a handcuff. But I'm not going to be able to, so I'm going to stretch. I'm going to reach for Worthy. Okay, we got Jordan Love here. So we'll pick him. Who else we got? Tony Pollard. I think he could have a good year, but I don't know. I think we can wait. Let's take Ingram, fill that tight end position. All right. Basically working on bench on one. We got 3 running backs, 4 running backs, 3 receivers. And over here, we got 4 receivers, 3 running backs. I don't think it really matters as far as position goes. We're just going to take best available, in my opinion. My opinion may be a lot different from others. And that's the beauty of it. It's just my opinion. One of these is going so much faster than the other. We're on pick 104 on the one on my phone, and we're on pick 87 on the one on the desktop. So I think the one on the desktop, I think Austin Eckler's still got some stuff left. After that, I think every other player we're looking at here, you're really taking a flyer on. If we can get Eckler, we'll take him. If not, I don't really think it matters much. Maybe these guys will work out. Maybe we'll end up dumping him on the waiver wire, picking up someone better. Eckler's there, so we got him. I usually don't pick defenses and kickers until last, just because they'll pretty much score the same points every time. On the desktop, if we can get Moss and Brown, I might take them and handcuff them to each other. I'd be willing to stretch again on Worthy, Xavier Worthy. All right, so over here we got two bench players. Maybe we take a backup quarterback here. Hollywood Brown. I don't know. I don't know if I want 3 Chiefs quarterback and 2 Chiefs receivers, but if Mahomes has receivers, then I think he could do something. So might take Hollywood Brown here if he's there. And he is. All right. So we got, oh, sweet. Mahomes, I didn't pick him. That's right. I picked Jalen Hurts. Good for me. Okay, so we're coming up over here. Unless someone picks Moss or Brown. I'll pick Moss if he's there. Even if Brown's gone. I really want to handcuff them to each other, though. That sounded kind of weird, but it wasn't. So I'll probably take a backup quarterback over here on the phone. We'll see who's there in 12 picks. I could take Brown and Worthy over on this other one too, but then that gives me 6 receivers. Yeah, it looks like Moss is still there. We'll take Moss and Worthy.
Hey, you're connected to my AirPods. I don't know if it's going to mess up any of your sound. Can you disconnect them though? Sorry.
Apparently connected to Mara's AirPods. Which is kind of annoying. I don't know why it does that. But you don't care about that. And why is it not letting me disconnect them? Well, this is annoying. I don't know why it's not letting me turn them off. Here. Just turn Bluetooth off. All right, so we are over here. We're picking a backup quarterback. If Goff is there, it's Goff. I guess it's Goff or Lawrence. I don't really love Lawrence, but I also think Goff's underrated. All right, we got Goff. Kicker and a defense. I always pick defense first. Kicker last. I'll go Kansas City. Kansas City, Dallas, or Pittsburgh. We'll see who's there when it comes around. Kansas City's, I don't know. I think Dallas is probably the first choice there, which I hate to say. But they are. Alright, so now I got nothing but a kicker on this side, and honestly, it doesn't matter. Wow, Harrison Butker's still there? Guy's a dick, but he can kick. He ain't gonna be there when it comes around, but it doesn't matter. All right. We just got the one pick left over here. I'll just I'm not going to worry about that. If it auto picks, it auto picks. And we've got pick 120 and 121 over on the desktop. So that one's about done. Man, fast. Usually these take about an hour, and I've only got one pick left in the one on the phone. I got 4 picks left in the one on the desktop. So on the desktop, we don't have a backup quarterback yet. What are the quarterbacks out there? Purdy, Goff, Lawrence, Cousins, Stafford, Herbert, Rodgers. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about quarterback yet. Running backs. Blake Corum's interesting. No one else really is. Maybe Khalil Herbert, but he'll be around on the waiver wire. I'm not confident in Jaylen Warren staying healthy. So all right, so Trevor Bass from the Bills, they're going to be kicking a lot more field goals because they got rid of their receivers. So Curtis Samuel, they held him out the last game. I don't know if he's hurt. But that kind of gives me a little bit of pause. So I think do I even want a backup quarterback? Yeah, we'll take Purdy. And then we'll take Hollywood. And take Bass. And we're done with that draft. So all we got left over here is defense and kicker. Should come up pretty quickly. Ladd McConkey, he didn't really have a huge career in college. But it's entirely possible he could end up being Justin Herbert's top target. All depends on whether or not they develop a rapport, I guess. Now, one thing I could do... No, never mind. I was going to say one thing I could do is... I don't know. I was thinking about maybe taking another position player and just picking up a kicker off the waiver wire, but I don't really think there's any point. There's going to be plenty of players available on waivers. So, so yeah, over Chris's mind-blowing team. I think he names all of them that. Yeah. I'll have to rename these. So, I don't know. I like this team. I think Pickens will be better than a lot of people suspect. He was pretty fantastic last year, despite all of the difficulties. So last year was only his second season. Now, he'll definitely be in a run-heavy offense. I mean, it's the Steelers, but I think he's going to be their primary target. So, but yeah. Over here, we're just going to go defense kicker. Honestly, these defenses are all, I think they're all about even. I'll be fine with any of these. I'll probably end up streaming defenses all year anyway. Buffalo has a later bye week, so I'll probably take them if they're there. That way I don't have to mess with it. And Houston also has a later bye week. Okay, so we'll go ahead and go with Buffalo. And kicker... see, Buffalo has week 12. Do we want a kicker on the same bye week? Oh, Butker. Absolutely. Sweet. I never in a million years expected him to be available. Awesome. All right, so we got our two teams. I think this one's not going to be rated real well. I'm going to make a video about Yahoo came out, and I mostly play on Yahoo just out of convenience, and I play small stakes typically. At most $100, but typically around 20. Um, I'll probably not go any higher than 20 this year, but it's just easy. But Yahoo came out with an article. They have these draft grades that they send out, and the article is about how your draft grades actually matter. Um, and they have all of this data, like if your ranking was A, then you know you're gonna win this percent, so on and so on. Honestly, those percentage differences are slim to none. And truth is, it could be explained by the fact that some people just draft a team and then don't do anything else. Um, if your draft gets an A and you don't do anything, you're probably going to end up doing better than if your draft got an F and you didn't do anything. Now, hopefully you don't have a draft that has an F, but I drafted a team yesterday that had a D, and I really like the team. So let's see what let's see if we got any draft grades yet. Yahoo usually doesn't send those out immediately. So we're gonna go into Fantasy Pros, which I actually don't like Fantasy Pros at all. I've used them in basketball and baseball. Basketball, not too much. Fantasy baseball, I have quite a bit. And I just don't like them much. So all right. So let's refresh and see what this team is. I have a feeling it's going to give me a low rating. Always does. My league has not drafted. I beg to differ. My league has drafted. Okay, so we got a number 1 rating. Which team is this? Okay, that's weird. Shows number 1 here. Yeah, that's the one where we got the first pick. Oh, that's just week 1. Okay, so it says that we got the number 1 team there. We'll see what Yahoo says. Like I said, Yahoo, they think pretty highly of their ratings. I really don't. Alright, this should be... No, it's not. Alright, that's a team I drafted yesterday. I like this team, by the way. You can't see it, so I won't bother talking about it. Alright, anyway, oh, okay. So on the team where he picked 8th, Fantasy Pros ranks at 4th. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for viewing, even though